Good morning, beautiful people. Well, I made it. I'm 53. I've had a whole year. What a roller coaster of a year, though. God, up and down emotions. Obviously, the beginning of it was absolutely, the worst couple of months of my life when I found out I had terminal cancer. And thanks to you and lots of sort of bits and pieces during that year, my life has got so much better. I'm happy as Harry now. I'm sort of riddled with cancer, but obviously, it's getting better. And it's just all the positive feedback I've had from all you guys over the years and the help you've given me. It's kept me going, I think. I think it is my positive attitude that is keeping me alive, to be honest. I think that's a real big, huge amount of the positivity that sort of flows through me and flows through you guys. And the love and the prayers that you send me every day is just, it's mind-boggling, and I'm so pleased. So, 53. How cool is that? I've still got my hair. My sister likes my hair. I was talking about that in Leeds. I forget that I have hair, and it's quite good shape. But anyway, because the thing is, I don't want to be melancholy, but I'm not afraid of dying. That's the mental thing. Obviously, the opening gambit when it first happened was, but I've had 53 wonderful years. As you know, I've been quite entertaining. Some of it was quite a lot of it back in the day, my podcast, and getting into travel and all that, and just doing these crazy things, which I love. And I'm sure I'm hopefully going to write a book one day, or hopefully make this thing with Rob Alasia in the States and get some sort of screenplay together regarding my life. But no, it's just what does get me though. Seriously, it's the kids that gets me. The kids that get cancer at a young age. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've never lived. They've never done what I've done, and that's where I look back on it in my life, and I try and give donations to young cancer patients and that, because I think it's very sad when they haven't done what I've done. You know what I mean? And I think people that get cancer in a later life are lucky. I really just feel that I'm thank my lucky stars that I got it now and not when I was 15 or 12 or 6 or it's so heart-wrenching when you think about it. They're the ones you want to give to, guys, at the end of the day. You ever see a little tin somewhere on the side of the kids cancer? Pop in a quid or something, because it is. I'm not going to cry. I feel very emotional when I think about it, because obviously I have cancer. And I deal with it the way I do. So I'm a grown-up, but as a kid, you have no idea where you're going with all this. So yeah, it's quite heart-wrenching to think about that. But yeah, great. Roy's get me a bit. Last night was a freaking mega long night. But I roll with it now, because they keep me awake. I get quite hyper. So at midnight, I went up to the house at midnight, made a bowl of soup and a couple of bits of bread, dipped it in and sat here, and then I had my Archer on the Netflix, and I just got on with it. I took 2 diazepam last night because I had the shakes a bit. It makes me shake, the roids, and it makes me feel very tense. And you're like a coiled spring. When I drum my off, you really got to be careful with your anger. It's I talked to Annie yesterday, and she's got her roids, but she never takes them. But I don't want to change what I'm doing, obviously, because it's working. But I take the roids for 3 days. I take it a day before. I take 4 on the Sunday. I take 4 on the day, and I've got to take 4 today. 2 at 9 o'clock and 2 at 2 o'clock. But they said I had to take them, otherwise they wouldn't give me chemo. But I don't know why they're saying this, because this lady Annie, she's next to me, has to do the same as me, but she doesn't. So, I don't know. I'm just going to stick with what I've been told to do, to be honest. I don't want to start messing about with basically what I'm doing. I'm doing everything as I should. And meeting Annie yesterday was a godsend. It was so nice to see her, and she's such a lovely lady. Now that we've changed numbers, we're texting each other, and it's just fun, and we can laugh, and and she's very upbeat, very much like me. I don't know if you saw my little video yesterday in the hospital. It was really good fun. We were laughing at Jojo, the cannula queen, and all that, which was really... Everybody's called frickin' Joe. It's mad, the hospital. If you just like the word Joe, somebody will come running. They're all called Joe or Joey. So anyway, I'll make it quick this morning. But yes, thank you all for your lovely comments and just being there for me. I've loved my life. I've had 50 brilliant 3 years. I've just been all over the world. I've done some crazy things. And I don't regret one thing in my life. None of it. I have no regrets about my life at all, apart from getting cancer. That's my only regret. There you go. But I'm even flowing with that now, like I do. Well, love to you all. I think you're wonderful, wonderful people, and thank you very much for for all your comments and your helpful hints, and just being there for me in my life. I'm just thinking about my holiday now. That's the next thing. I can't wait. 11th of March, I'm off to sunnier climes just for 11 days with absolute bliss in my heart, with Tia, Jerry and Karina, and we're just going to rock it. It's going to be so lovely. Off to the Dominican Republic for 11 days of just all-inclusive bliss. Little Tia's going, so I can just go up and ask for some fish. So Tia, you can have whatever you want for 11 days. It's a big aqua park there, palm trees over the beaches, big coconuts you can drink out of, pina coladas. I won't be drinking. I never drink on holidays because I just want to remember it. We'll be doing lots of photographs, and I've got some underwater camera and stuff. So it'll be like you'll be on holiday with us again. I'll try and sort of do podcasts every day and stick stuff up for you. I love you all so much, and thank you for being there. Happy birthday to me. Bye.